Good afternoon on what is a warm, grey and cloudy day. It is Friday the 17th of May and I'm in the reading up with a nice hot cup of tea and a box to continue unboxing. And what I'm doing, what's in this box is This is the Mothership Deluxe set, Mothership, the sci-fi horror role-playing game, which, with the release of this and basically the core rules, gives an actual first edition rather than the Ashcan preview edition, which everyone has been playing and writing for the past, I don't know, 6-7 years, something like that. So just move things around because that box is getting in the way. And what I've been doing is I've just been unboxing this bit by bit, looking at particular items within the box. So, and I'm just down to, so, this is another, the next next entry in my Mothership Monday, as it were, unboxing. So already had a look at the player's guide. Basically the new player's guide, because the player's guide is what we've been using for all these years, and what we didn't have was a Warden's operation manual. Now we do. So let's continue digging into what we've got here. This is the Shipbreaker's Toolkit. So this is going to be the guide to spaceships in Mothership. Again, something that we've not had until now, and it's absolutely, I think it's, the fact that you get everything in here. You've also got basically unconfirmed contact reports, another bug hunt, Dead Planet, that's not new. Similarly, that isn't new, and neither is Gradient Descent, which come in here, but they are all upgraded to the next edition. Another couple of sessions of this Mothership Monday to carry on. But now we have them, the game is complete, and people can start writing for the first edition. So, Shipbreaker's Toolkit. So we have a set of ship deck plan icons. Now I've seen this kind of sort of thing appear before in role-playing. The idea, essentially, they've been sort of like taken from, in particular, Alien, which used a set of icons for its essentially its set dressing. Basically to bring out the idea that you have a blue-collar working environment in space, and you've got a set of icons for different features, whether or not there's a high radiation or a chance of vacuum, electricity, that sort of thing, just like we do in the workplace. That's the idea. So we've got those tables for things like travel costs, fuel costs, and then range and distance and so on, all on the inside page, and then something lurking in the background. And this is a feature of all of the books so far. Got a content warning as well, and then we have the ship manifest explaining what goes into making up a starship or spaceship in Mothership, because previously essentially it was, okay, you've got a spaceship, it goes from A to B, and a little bit of hand waving there. So we are dealing with things like transponder, mega damage because it's such a huge structure, stats and saves, fuel, crew, weapons, and so at the bottom there, deck plan, all to be drawn on this form, and then list of possible basic ideas about upgrades, cargo, repairs, and so on. And the note down here: no assembly required. All the ships in this book come pre-packaged. So we've actually got the rules for ships next, including ship stat checks, which are thrusters, battle, and systems. There we go, down there explained. The possible ship classes, shuttlecraft, light commercial, medium commercial, heavy commercial, light military, medium military, and essentially if you need anything heavier than that, you're in really big trouble. And then so you've got modifying ship stats rules there, and an example overview by this basically really nice piece of just line artwork, which is just capturing some of the that working space feel. And then we get on to the first of the vessels, which is a dropship, which what does that look like to you? I mean, that's no surprise if it does look like the dropship from Aliens, because after all, Alien and Aliens are really the two corner posts for the blue-collar science fiction horror role-playing genre. And essentially we've got a cheap raider, so you can have pirates in there as well, an executive transport for as well, and that looks like you've got like a spinner there for gravity. A patrol craft, and there's a lovely sense of length and kind of interesting structure to this spaceship. So they're not compact, that are kind of open. Salvage cutter, and you look there, you've got the not quite deck plans, but they are the layout of the salvage cutter. In each case, and Mr. Freighter here as well. You do have some deck plans here. So, for example, to show you, you've got the stats for your freighter there, silhouette and cross view, and essentially heat exchange here with the panels. You've got this is sort of like that's going to revolve as you go through space, because it's going to provide some gravity, and overview of the cargo deck, and also got a shipping container, coffin lander, basically a sub vehicle there. And it's going to do the similar things with each of them. So if we have a look at the salvage cutter, you've got stats, overview, extra content, which includes a list of valuables for the salvage and details on the lore of salvage and plunder in the setting. So this isn't just giving you, here's some ships, here's some actually a bit of a background, some flavour and content, which you can bring into your game. You've got notes here on tramp freighters versus commercial freighters. Essentially details on the coffin lander, essentially the extra vehicles, and then move on to a corvette. And a jump liner for basically carrying passengers, and details here of a typical space journey, that a passenger would experience. And then a troop ship, so there's more military ships, and that includes drop pods as well. Exploration vessel, very basically not a bit like the Discovery in 2001. Then we've got a list of all the upgrades you can have, including Class 0 vessels like boarding skiffs, coffin landers, drop ships, utility pods, fighters, and escape pods. So you've got a list of basically the equivalent of small craft. Details on space travel, detection and range. So, and the nice shot there essentially of somebody streaming into the communications as there's basically a great tentacular monster there is attacking the ship, and ship-to-ship combat, because that's going to happen, of course, because it is with rules there for your mega damage. And then an example of play that's going to cover combat, show you how it works, and then what happens when when your ship is damaged. So repairing ships, and then that could be route starting condition. So you might get hold of a spaceship which works, it doesn't work as well as you want it to. So you'll do some maintenance on it, routine maintenance, minor and major repairs, covered with examples of things that can go wrong aboard your ship, just randomly determined. Then, of course, who pays the bills, whether it's the company, the military, owner-operators or freelancers, and how you make your money, and what happens when you go bankrupt. And you've got a couple of examples of those in play as well. And lastly, you have that sheet, which you had the example of at the beginning. So there we go, there's the sheet. And then we have it in full glory at the end of the book. And on the back, you've got the silhouettes, recognition silhouette for the books, for the spaceships, as well as page references. So essentially, you have a visual index on the back page. That's a nice addition. So that is the Shipbreakers Toolkit for Mothership Sci-Fi Role-Playing Game, first edition. Hope you've enjoyed this unboxing in the Nook. If you have, then please do click on the like button down below. And if you've got any comments or feedback, I do appreciate you taking the time to post those. And lastly, if you want to be alerted to get more unboxings of the Nook, where you'll see me out here with a box from which I will pull out a rule book, having unboxed it from another box, and then talk about it for to the best of my ability for roughly 10 minutes or so, all of course accompanied by a nice cup of tea. Then please do click on the subscription button down below. Thanks again for watching another unboxing of the Nook. I will be back again soon with another one. Bye for now.